Hey Don, how you doing, buddy? Hope Kat's having a nice Mother's Day. Hope y'all are doing good. Maybe a slow day today. I didn't think about doing live on Mother's Day, but we'll see what happens. Oh, good. You get most of it done today, Don? I'm pretty much done planting all my stuff except sunflowers. Good, good. That's good to hear it. Hey, Kat, if you're watching. Hey, Miss Judy, how you doing? I'm glad you stopped in. I hope you're doing good today. Oh, okay, Don. I tell you what, it uh it dropped down to 51 all day today. It's been 80 degrees and all of a sudden we got 51 degrees. Good, Judy. I hope it warms up for Miss Judy. I know she's ready to plant too, but she's had it real cold weather. Oh goodness, Don. Yeah, I guess you are just planting cold weather stuff. I imagine Miss Judy's about got the same weather there too. I mean, I guess some stuff like cabbage and all that would probably do okay. Oh goodness, Judy, I must have missed that one. I thought I caught up on all your videos, but I might have missed that one. I know it's been cold there. Yeah, I agree, Miss Judy. Hey, William Powell, I appreciate you coming in, brother. I really do. I hope you enjoy it while you're here, buddy. We were just talking about everybody's weather. How's your weather there? Oh, okay, good, Judy. I thought I caught up on your videos. I sure did enjoy your taxidermy videos. That was that was incredible. We we're about to finish up a beaver job down here. Old Stony got him a nice one yesterday with me, and I'm hoping to leave those traps out a couple more days. Cause I got another friend of mine said that her neighbor's got some beavers they're wanting to get rid of, so we may pull these traps out and take them down there, start setting them out down there. Yeah, sure does, Don. It's amazing. I wish I could do that stuff. I looked at it, but I think it's too tedious for me. My old hands shake too bad. I don't think I could do it. Oh yeah, yeah. I got a video. I'm probably gonna put out. I don't know, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Same trapping trip, but kind of my view of old Stony. But yeah, he was grinning like a mule eating briars when he caught that thing. Hey, Jeremy Albritton, how you doing, buddy? I appreciate you coming in. How's y'all's weather, Jeremy? Did y'all get this cold snap like we did? No, no, I didn't, Jeremy. I looked, but I hadn't never got them. Of course, that don't mean anything with our mail around here. Our mail seems to get lost a lot once he gets to Atlanta. That right, William? Well, we're supposed to, but we dropped down to 51 this morning from 80 degrees. So, uh, yeah. Well, I think sorry, Dan and Judith. I think they're out your way. They said it's been hot there, and we've been hot. It got 90 degrees last week, and then dropped all the way down. I guess this cool front coming through here last 2 or 3 days, but I think that's what stirred them beavers up, and got them moving. Yeah, Jeremy. I tell you what, email me again and I'll double check. I make sure I sent you the right. I got a P.O. box and I got my home address, and I don't remember which one I gave you. Ooh, upper 90s. Well, yeah, y'all a lot hotter than we are. Well, Don, I get the neighbors across the street's mail, and sometimes they get mine, but they moved out. They sold a house, so if it made it over there, there's no telling who got it. So I don't know. It's terrible. How I mean, stuff gets lost here all the time. Good, Don. I hope it warms up for y'all there. Okay, well that should be it, Jeremy. I don't know why it didn't. I usually get stuff in the PO box unless it's trapping baits and lures. And if that stuff smells at all, they chunk it in the dumpster. I know what happens up there. Oh, good, Don. We're not supposed to get any rain for another week here. I appreciate that, Jeremy. I looked for them, but I didn't know, like I said, our mail, I've lost I'm missing so much stuff in our mail, and I don't know what happens to it. When it makes it to Atlanta, it just gets lost. Hey, dear Slayer, how you doing? I appreciate you coming in. We're all talking about the weather right now. Hopefully, everybody's starting to warm up now. Yeah, I just hope Miss Judy gets some warm weather up there. I know she's chomping at the bit to get some stuff planted. She's already got plants inside. She got to get out in the yard. Well, I appreciate it, Jeremy. Like I said, I didn't know if it was a snafu in the mail. I just never know anymore. But I do appreciate that. Hey, there's Judith and Dan. How y'all doing? Y'all warmed up pretty good, hadn't you, Dan? Hey, Nikki, how you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Hey, there's Miss Jen. How you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Hey, Miss Jen's getting some warm weather. Well, I think they've been warmer than we have, actually. Awesome, dear Slayer. That's good. Well, Jeremy, there ain't no telling, but we'll get it figured out, buddy. Hey, Boxcar Jerry, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, Judy, Miss Judy, that's what you got to do, pretty much. Hey, Bones Yard, my brother, how you doing, buddy? And that's right. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Yeah, Dan, I'm waiting to see it. You'll get one. I know you will. Y'all are persistent. Really, Jerry? It's been cool here the last 2 days, but we've been warm. So as soon as I plant the garden, it gets cold again. Yeah, it seems like that's always happened. As soon as I plant my garden, we'll get one of those crazy frosts and it kills everything back. But yeah, I hope you're doing good, Nikki. Oh, has it, Jen? It's been super windy here. I tell you what, I was worried it was going to blow my corn over, but and we had pretty good storms last, well, 3 or 4 days ago, and everything seemed to make it through it. That's right, Nikki. Oh, that's cool, Don. We did plant some Irish potatoes, not Irish potatoes, sweet potatoes. They seem, I don't know how to tell if they're doing good or not till you dig them up, but all the green leaves on top seem to be doing okay. It's the first year we ever planted sweet potatoes. Flushing mice. I hear you. Good, Bones. I'm glad you're doing good, buddy. Oh, how cold, Nikki? Is it cold or just got cool on you? Oh yeah, Dan. I got my video coming out probably Monday or Tuesday and have my take on it. And I tell you, he was so excited. I was so glad that he got one. And it was a good one. That's a good first beaver. But now he's spoiled. If he keeps catching those little ones, he's uh he's gonna get mad now. Kind of like getting a 12 pointer or something the first time out, after that it's kind of hard to top it. Wow, Judy. That's what I'm hoping, Don. I want to get Irish potatoes out, and I want to get I miss getting my garlic out. I guess I have to plant it this fall. But we got like I said, I'm gonna get my sunflowers out, and we got to get our pumpkins out too, and strawberries. Oh goodness, Nikki. Yeah, that was us. We were at 80 to 90 degrees, and it was 51 last night or today, and windy as heck. Oh, Judy, I got some good pictures of him smiling. Yeah, it's time to get taters in the ground. Oh, that's good, Jen. I hate your sweet potatoes didn't grow. I hope ours do. This is the first year we've ever tried them. I hope we get some up. We did onions last year, and our onions never got any bigger than maybe a golf ball. I don't know what happened with the onions. It takes a long time for onions to grow. Yeah, I want the strawberries, but I won't get any strawberries till next year. But is that right, Bones? Yeah, super windy here. Super windy. Yeah, maybe, Don. I don't know. We just planted ours in containers this year. Hey, Miss Jamie, how you doing? Miss Jamie's Country Living. Everybody say hey to Jamie. Happy Mother's Day, Jamie. You weren't in here when I told all the ladies Happy Mother's Day. Oh, okay, good, Judy. Everybody go over and watch Miss Judy's new video. Yeah, that's it, Jen. We wound up using them. We just chopped them up and used them in soup or something. We didn't try planting them again this year. I didn't know how long to leave them, Don, but I know I had them in the ground 4 or 5 months, so I figured they would have got bigger, but it could have just been where I had them planted too. Good, Nikki. I hope that was your last frost. You're welcome, Jamie. Really, Bones? I figured South Carolina would have been about like we are here, but I guess if it's 51 here, it probably was a little chillier in South Carolina, especially if she was up in the top part of South Carolina. Well, Nikki, I may have to start just grow my onions inside. I don't know. Oh goodness, Judy. No, I didn't. I'll have to look into that. I didn't know you had to do anything special. Hey Tim S, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. How's y'all's weather? Now it's gonna probably be pretty cool up in Virginia, Bones. Okay, Jamie, that's fine. Yeah, get them turkeys some more space. I know they're growing fast. Don't take long before you have to have some more space for them turkeys. Oh, that's good, Tim. We were talking about half the folks are still cold and half of us have done got hot, but we've been up and down here in Georgia. Yeah, me too, Don. I wish I told Jamie I wish I had more room. I'm gonna put me some chickens out here, but I don't think I got room for turkeys. Yeah, same here. Or if I ever move out of this place, get me some more land. I'm gonna have me a big old farm. Hey Vanessa Kitty, how you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Everybody say hey to Vanessa. Huh. Well, where are you at, Vanessa? You're up north, aren't you? Oh, that's awesome, Jamie. Yeah, you better start building on that pen. Man, we were, Tim, and all of a sudden we got a cold snap. Supposed to go back up though. The end of the week, we should be back in the 80s. Yeah, I've watched, Jen. I know y'all are usually warmed up by now, pretty hot. 73 down. That's about normal for us right now. We're 50. We were 51 when we checked traps this morning. Okay, Connecticut. Yeah, I'm looking for land too. I just hadn't decided. Me and my buddy's probably gonna go in and buy two tracts of land next to each other. We were going to think about South Georgia, but we may go on down to Florida. We just ain't decided yet. Yeah, I saw that, Tim. Congratulations. That's awesome. It's always great once they graduate college. He'll do good too. Oh, there's old Stoney's Outdoors. What's up, brother? Everybody's asking what time the beaver's gonna be ready on the grill today. Let me see here. My daughter's got about a little less than 2 years to go, and I'll be glad when she gets out. Yeah, that's right, Dan. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Tactical Fud, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Hope y'all doing good today. I know, Tim, but hey, he's got the college behind him now, and that's all that matters. He's got the piece of paper. Yeah, Vanessa, that's where we're looking. Somewhere just above Panama City, probably around. Well, it's about be about an hour from the ocean. Yet it's still country out there. Thanks, Jamie. Oh, it was. It was beautiful. Well, actually, it was cool down there, Jen. Now, when I go, we're going back down in June for a family vacation. It'll be hot by June, but I was surprised when we went. I thought by the middle of May it would have been. Uh, I mean, the end of April would have been warm, but it was kind of chilly. I wore a sweatshirt on the pier most of the time fishing, but I'll be ready for it come June. It'll be nice and hot by then. I'll be out on the beach. Everybody be trying to roll me back in the water, Yeah, I hear you, Tim. I hear you, brother. My daughter's gonna be well. I guess she's gonna major in accounting. So hopefully she can get a job as an accountant somewhere, or either start doing taxes till she can get on her feet. Oh, that's awesome, Jamie. My green beans are up about 8 or 10 inches, and my corn's up about 8 or 10 inches. So I'll have to do a video on it. Mine's doing pretty good right now. We've already got broccoli off our broccolis, two of them. Oh, Gulf Breeze is nice, Vanessa. I like it down there. How's that work out for you, Nikki? You'll get it worked out, Stony. It'll look as good as your deer skulls will. Thanks, Jen. I hope she does. I mean, I think it's one of those fields where they're always going to need somebody to do their books for them. I know one thing, she ain't doing my taxes. Oh, really, Don? Ours were actually pretty good size. It's just we had that one big spear roll right in the middle, and we cut it off because we didn't want it to start flowering and seeding. That's right, Judy. Drunken Chef Barbecue, how you doing? I sure appreciate you coming in. I don't know, Nikki, but somebody else answer Nikki's asparagus question. I've heard it takes so long for asparagus to grow that we hadn't. We I decided we wasn't going to try it yet. But I've been down to Pensacola, Vanessa, but I never stayed down there. I we rode motorcycles down there one year, and it's pretty down there. But I did we didn't ever stay. Now, I ain't never grew any rhubarb, Don. BC Jers, my brother. How y'all doing? Hey, Miss Kimmers. Hope y'all are warming up a little bit anyway, Jerbs. Dang, I done hit my button and missed the chat. Hey, I was just glad to get my taxes done, Tim. Hey, Irene, there's Irene, the field guide. How you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Got a good packed house today. I'm glad you finally was able to make it. I know you probably, if it's warm enough, I know you probably got your garden going. Okay, Vanessa, I knew it took a while, and I don't have a whole lot of garden, so yeah. Everybody say hey to Irene, the field guide. Okay, Jamie, I sure appreciate it. Y'all get that pen ready now. Y'all gonna have a bunch of turkeys. That's right, Bones. No diggity, no doubt. That's a good idea, Nikki. I just stick my electric fence up there. I run a wire up and juice that thing. I have never tried rhubarb before. I guess because we don't have. I guess I don't know. I guess we got it here. Just never knew anybody that grew rhubarb around here. Thank you, Judy. I sure appreciate you coming in. I I'll watch your video in a little while tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, good, good, Irene. I figured I covered all my I covered my cabbage this year, put them in a like a planter because every year I was getting all these caterpillars in them. And I read that it's from butterflies. I always figured they came up, it was some kind of, they're not slugs. So We covered them, and so far they're doing real good. Doesn't look like anything's bothered them yet. We didn't. I was going to do lettuce, but I should have. I didn't. Dadgummit, I keep hitting the button and messing up my side chat. That's cool, Gerbs. Mr. Bob definitely runs the neighborhood there, doesn't he? I'm gonna have to try rhubarb pie one of these days. I've never tried it. Heard a lot about it, and always heard about it, but never tried it. Yeah, I hear you, Don. I hear you. Usually, once I juice the fence, they'll get into it one time, and after that, I don't have to worry about the deer no more. They don't ever come back. Oh, okay, Nikki. I'm gonna have to try me some rhubarb then. Oh, does it, Irene? Yeah. See, I'm tight for space right now. I'm doing mostly stuff I can and do in vegetable soup. This vegetable soup will get me through the winter. Oh, it's no problem, Jen. Man, how come the chat keeps taking off on me? G23, how you doing, buddy? I appreciate you coming in. I hadn't emailed you yet because I hadn't got to the point I want to do swap over to StreamYard yet, but I'm still checking into it. I'm gonna text you. That's right. Happy Mother's Day to all the women in the chat. That sounds good, Vanessa. That sounds real good. And we do make a lot of jam and jellies. That would be nice to have it for jam and jelly too. Oh, is that what it is, Irene? I mean, that's what I read it was. So I covered them this year, and I'm hoping they don't get in my cabbage. I had beautiful, big heads of cabbage, and as soon as we started pulling the leaves back, they were all in them. I just had to throw them out to the deer. Do they taste like a blueberry, or are they tartar than a blueberry, or maybe a blackberry? Or that sounds good, Vanessa. Yeah, I saw that, Nikki. I missed your live. I didn't. It didn't pop up on my which I'm not getting half my notifications, so I don't know. I just have to scroll through my friends list and hope that I hit the lives. Oh, I don't hit any buttons. I'm like Boxy Outdoors. If I hit a button, I've completely knocked the chat out. I've cut myself offline. You name it, I've done it. So I'm gonna try some rhubarb. I love some rhubarb now. I mean, I love some strawberries, but I'm gonna try rhubarb. Yeah, that'd be good on vanilla ice cream. That's for sure, Vanessa. All right, Stony. I appreciate it, brother. Go on and do your video. I'll talk to you in a little while. That stuff it's hard to cook down too, ain't it, Bones? Hey Don, I'm doing the same thing. I have put out a lot of pole beans this year, probably twice as much as I normally do, but my grandkids and my kids, they will eat green beans till the cows come home. And I love green beans. I could eat them every night. AR Gun 1776. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Hope you're doing all right. Got chilly this morning here, didn't it? Okay, I like tart stuff like that, so I ought to like it, Vanessa. Awesome, Nikki. Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do, Don. A lot of it I'm gonna can because I got a lot more shelf space than I do freezer space. So I'm gonna can a lot of stuff this year. I'm even gonna can all the stuff for my uh, vegetable soup. Just go ahead and parboil it and then can it just like that. So I can just take it out and add some stuff to it and it'll already be a base for it. That sounds good, Vanessa. Huh? Eat them raw, done. Hey, Nikki, that's the way to do it, though. Just jump into it. I mean, I finally started uh, announcing mine, but I did that a few times. Still, you get the swing of it. Yeah, I've got my generators here, but I don't never know when the power's gonna go out here. Hey, Echo, Echo's reloading chamber. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Got a few folks you know in here. Come on in. That's right, Nikki. That sounds good. Good, AR. Yeah, it was chilly this morning. Like it was 51 here. Oh yeah, I agree, Vanessa. We eat a ton of green beans. And I wanted to do enough corn to have for my soup too. Yeah, me too, AR guns. I'm looking right now. We found three or four different ones we like. I think there's one that's a 23 quart for about 150 bucks. I don't remember where we saw it. Might have been Walmart had it. Somebody had it, but we're gonna get us one before the stuff starts getting ready. Now I got my okra's not doing real good yet, Jen, but I love to eat okra. I tell you what, I like boiled okra. Everybody hates boiled and likes it fried, but I love boiled okra. And we pickled some last year. It's good pickled. Yeah, it's just easier to can it, I think, Don. I mean, I got a lot froze now, but uh I got to get a lot of that stuff out of there before we harvest this year. Hey Bones, I appreciate you coming in, brother. Have a good week coming up. Woo! I tell you what, my grandkids been eating the blackberries fast as they get ripe here, Vanessa. We're not gonna have any blackberries left. That would be good, but we can't keep them out of it. They've ate just every time one goes from red to black, they start eating them. Okay, Dan, I appreciate y'all coming in. I really do. And I'll check out your next cam video. Oh, really, Nikki? See, I used to be that way, but I'll eat it fried now. Uh, but I do. I like it best in vegetable soup. My favorite way to do it. Well, Don, like I said, those are 23 quart. I think that's going to be big enough for us. But, uh, you know, I talked to my mom and she said, "Oh, that's way too big a canner." But I mean, I'm gonna have a. I have so many green beans at one time. I about got to get one that'll can a lot of stuff at one time. Yeah, I've heard that, Jen. It may have been from your channel. I don't remember, but I told my daughter, I said, we're gonna have to eat the okra leaves too. Also, I heard the broccoli leaves are real good. I never tried them. Yeah, I'm gonna try that too. Huh? That's pretty neat, Jen. Well, Don, that's kind of the way we are, and I got a bunch. I got a bunch of beaver castor in there right now. My daughter keeps chewing me out putting that stuff in there, but until I get the freezer down here in the shop, I'm having to cram everything in there. And she'll start taking out food to see what we got to eat. She'll see those beaver castor in there. She starts raising cane, which is taking up a lot of space, but I'm sure you can still get some, Tim. I don't know. You may have to grow it from seed, though. A lot of the places are selling out of the plants. You might still find some somewhere like Home Depot or Lowe's or uh, Tractor Supply might have some. Oh, that's cool, Vanessa. You know, I used to see a lot more blackberries than we do now, but I think so many people spray now. Weed killer in the county and the city sprays the right of ways. You don't see them like you. We used to pull off side road and eat them all the time. Okay. Well, we got plenty of zucchini planted too, Jen, so I'll tell my daughter about that one. Wow, Don, you sound like me. We were filling up 2-gallon freezer baggies. I'd parboil them and we'd fill up two-gallon freezer baggies, and I had the whole bottom of the freezer slap full of those. And I mean, we'll eat a 2-gallon baggie in 2 days, you know. Yeah, Jerry, they do. And we talked about eating that beaver we caught yesterday, but in the summer when it's hot, I'm a little leery about it because you don't know how long that beaver's been out there in the trap. So when it gets cold, I'm gonna smoke one this year. And they say it's real good. I hadn't tried it, but me and Stoney gonna smoke one next year. And we may do it 2 or 3 different ways. May just cut it up and do some on the smoker, maybe do some like beef tips over rice or something. But we're gonna eat one next year. And I may try muskrat too. Oh, I bet it is, Vanessa. Oh man, Don, y'all are lucky. When I was a kid, we'd eat them till we were about to pop, but you just don't see them out anymore like you used to. That's neat, Vanessa. Yeah, now I've heard groundhogs are about the same way, Nikki. I think they all would probably be in that same family. Nah, Jerry, I just, like I said, that's 12 hours or so that you don't know when you caught that beaver. And when it's hot, I don't trust it. Oh, really, G23? They must be around the yard. They will eat you up if you ain't careful. Oh, well, you may be killing them, eating them. Yeah, exactly, Nikki. Now that's something I'd like to have too is wild blueberries. I used to have some nice blueberry bushes, but they were at my old house. Wow, that's something, Vanessa. Yeah, I agree, Nikki. A lot of stuff don't grow like it did when we was kids. Yeah, Jerry, the muskrat's supposed to be real good. We just don't. I don't catch enough of them down here. I didn't catch but one last season, but I kind of know where there's a bunch more this year. So hopefully this year I'll have enough to actually make something. Yeah, blueberry jam. Now that would be awesome, Don. Huh. We used to dig our own worms too. Hey, hey, Carlos, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Hope you're doing good. How you doing? Well, it's been a long time since I drank any moonshine, Vanessa, but I've drank it with about every kind of fruit you can put in them, so I imagine that would be good. Yeah, I'll tell you something else we used to see a lot of when we was kids was maypops. Any of y'all still see maypops? I hadn't seen a maypop since I was a kid around here. We used to take toothpicks and make little maypop people out of them. I'm doing good, Carlos. Doing real good. It'd be awesome to have that enough you could sell them, Vanessa. Hey, Don, I appreciate you staying as long as you could, buddy. I hope your garden does real good. Let us know next week how everything's doing. Oh, I tell you what, Nikki, peaches. Now Georgia's got some good peaches. If as long as we don't have a really bad frost right when they're blooming. But I think this year we'll have a pretty good peach crop. Yeah, thanks, Don. I sure appreciate it. A maypop, Tim, looks like a little, I don't know, almost looks like a little green gourd or something. They're kind of hollow with seeds inside them. But I mean, you could squeeze them in your hand and pop them like a plastic bag or something, you know? There was just a vine that grew wild out in the woods. I just don't, I mean, I have no idea. I've heard people say you could eat maypops, but I never did. We just used to play with them, throw them at each other. And hey, still in you. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. What's going on with you today? Okay, AR Guns. I'll do it, brother. I'll do it. And my email's in my about section too. So you can email me too if you want to. But I got you. Oh, hang on. Let me write. Where's my phone at? I had to do this with G23 the other day. I can't the chat, I don't get to see the chat for let me see, where's it at? Yeah. All right. I don't get the chat don't show up on here for like 24 hours or something. So I'll make sure I email you, buddy. Have you ever seen one, Nikki? Do you remember them? It may just be a South thing, and it may just be, or it may be just around Georgia. I don't know. That's neat, Vanessa. Yeah, look them up. We always call them maypops. I'm sure there's a plant name for them, but just don't see them anymore. Okay, sounds good, AR. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, that could be Irene. I mean, there's no telling. Heck, the kudzu could have took it out because we got more kudzu than you can shake a stick at here. It's everywhere. Okay, AR guns. No, Nikki, I think we got a lot more sand fleas than we got maypops. Oh, a purple passion flower is a maypop. All right, y'all, you heard that, Tim. Irene says a purple passion flower is a maypop. Well, huh. All right. Well, I don't see any purple passion flowers anymore around here. Yeah, I tell you, when I was a kid, and I don't know, maybe it grows more in certain places. Well, we used to get it always stayed kind of damp and wet. They didn't get a whole lot of sun in there. Hey, 351 Cleveland, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. That's right. I'm telling you, May Pops were the thing when we was kids, especially if you could bean each other with them. We'd have battles with them. Well, I'll agree with that, Irene. That's for sure. Now, do you think maypops would be considered an invasive species? I mean, something that was invasive even back when we were younger, or is that a native plant and the other stuff's choking that out? What do you reckon about that? Nikki, these were on vines. They ran up vines, kind of like a. I mean, they were just vines. They go all up in the trees. Ooh, y'all are mean, Irene. Black walnuts hurt. That's like humming a baseball at each other. A hard baseball. Yeah, Tim, I think we were drinking the wrong stuff. I don't think that was Maypop juice. I drank a few of them in my time too. Okay. So I figured it was because that was back in the 60s and 70s, you know. Vanessa, I don't even know what a butternut tree is. I guess we ain't got them down here either. Oh, okay. Well, we used to fight with green pine cones. Before they turned into big pine cones, they were hard and had all them little pointy things on them. I about put a boy's eye out hitting him in the eyeball with a green pine cone. Gooseberry fights. See, I don't know. I ain't never seen a gooseberry, Tim. They're neat, Jen. I mean, like I said, I don't know if they'd be edible or not, but they're neat. But they will take over some woods. Dang, Nikki, y'all should have been eating the mulberries. Don't you eat mulberries? Or you just run around the bush? I wonder what those were, Echo. I don't know what those would have been. Irene, y'all needed more supervision, Irene. 351. I don't know if that's what we used to have something we call rabbit tobacco. I don't know if that's the same thing. It was like kind of like gray had gray leaves on it. We used to roll that up and smoke that when we was kids. It's probably the same thing. Yeah, G23 crabapple fights. You get beamed with a green crabapple, that hurts too. Yeah, no, I still see a lot of wild onions here, Vanessa. Yeah, that's it. Bit 351. We used to smoke that stuff on the way home. On the way home for school, we'd smoke rabbit tobacco. That's funny, Nikki. Oh yeah, Irene. We rabbit tobacco used to grow everywhere, but that's another thing I don't see a whole lot anymore. Sometimes you can still find it along railroad tracks for some reason, but they spray so much on the railroad tracks, I'd be scared to death to smoke that stuff now. It'd be like smoking paraquat or something. That right, Niggy? Huh, Vanessa? Now, I had some chestnut trees at one time. I don't know what species they were. Ah, me either, AR. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff that you just don't see anymore. Oh, hey Tim, I bet those would be good in a slingshot when they're green like that. That's another thing we used to pick stuff like that. Uh, Another one is a what is that? Oh, what's them? A tree that's got those. Oh, what is it? I can't even think of the name of the tree now. We'd shoot them at each other with slingshots. Well, 'cause they were hard when they first came out. Oh yeah, no doubt. G23 crab apples hurt. Yeah, Irene, it's like they spray the tracks, but the real heavy duty stuff, it don't. It's still just like I don't know what kind of briar it is. I always call them sawbriars, but you can spray that stuff till the cows come home and it won't kill it. It will not kill it, but you spray that rabbit tobacco and it'd kill it out. If it didn't, I wouldn't want to smoke it. Yeah, Nikki, you put those in your slingshot and bean some folks. I bet, Tim. Oh, I know. I know. I was trying to remember persimmons. Anybody ever eat a green persimmon? I told my son when he was little, he was probably about 7 or 8. I said, grab one of those persimmons off that tree. I said, they sure do taste good. He bit in that green persimmon and threw up in the yard. My wife got so mad. That's probably why I'm divorced now. But I laughed. I couldn't. Oh, it was funny. Oh yeah, Jen. Now a good ripe persimmon, Jen, is I like them, but you eat that green one. Oh, good gosh, you can't get that taste out of your mouth. You're right. Yeah, Nikki, they're rough. Ain't nothing like a green persimmon. It'll turn your mouth inside out. Yeah, I love a good ripe persimmon. G23. I bet you was beaning folks left and right, wasn't you? Oh yeah, 351. There's a persimmon tree hangs out over that lake where we trapped yesterday. I've seen the deers go out chest deep getting them things off the bottom of the lake, and ducks will eat them. I didn't think ducks would eat them, but I saw the ducks eating them too. Yeah, deers love persimmons. If you can find a persimmon tree on your hunting land, that's where I'd hang my stand. Oh, that'd be neat, Jen. I never had them in cookies. Yeah, a persimmon tree or a good crabapple tree. If you got either one of those on your hunting club, that's where I'd be setting my stand up. But I like ripe persimmons are good. I tell you what, this year my fig tree's loaded too this year. I'll have it. We put up I don't know how many pints of fig preserves we put up last year, but we'll have it. It'll be loaded again this year. Huh? Now that'd be something to try. 351. I don't know. I never had wine made with persimmons, but I can see where it'd be pretty good. You put enough sugar in anything, it tastes good. But any kind of fruit, and it can't be any more like sour than muscadine or scuppendines. Oh, okay, Nikki, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I love figs too. Uh, just they make good fig preserves. G23. Yeah, it's a wonder. We'd have knots and bruises all over us if a school ever would have checked our bodies. They probably would have thought our parents beat the snot out of us. But back in kids, I think kids were a lot rougher than they are now. We about killed each other. Oh yeah, Nikki. That's the only thing I don't like about picking figs is the yellow jackets and the wasp. You got to watch every one of them when you pick them, or you're gonna get a handful of something that's gonna sting you. Tim, yeah, they got little bitty seeds inside them, but I tell you what, you can take a graft. Fig trees when they grow out, I mean, you can cut the tree down every year and it'll just keep coming back out of the roots. But anywhere you got a low hanging limb, it'll drop roots in the ground. They're very easy to root. If you could just get you a cutting off one that's got, it's been in the ground, it'll or laying on the ground, it'll sprout uh runners out of the bottom of it. And you stick it, either put some root tone on it and put it in some soil, or either just put it in some sand, and they root real easy. You can do fig trees very easy. Oh yeah, Nikki, I forgot about that. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Now, if I get some this year and we can it and all, which I'm sure we will, I'll send you some jars if we can get it through the mail without it getting busted. Oh yeah, we got whoopings when we was in school. G23. That was a kind of a weekly occurrence because you get whooped at school and they send a note home. Then your parents would whoop you when you got home. So it was you got it twice. Yeah, Tim, I'm telling you, they're real easy. If you just find somebody with a fig tree, take a cutting off of it, root tone it, and they'll root real easy. Because I don't think growing them from seeds, I don't know what kind of luck you'd have because there's some they're smaller, they're really smaller than a tomato seed. You got that right, Nikki. Yeah, we got whipped with paddles when I was in school too. Of course, I don't know. On the other hand, now my boy got whipped when he was in school. They whipped him so hard he had bruises on the back of his legs, and me and that principal we had a talk after that. So I mean, I don't mind them whooping them, but you don't leave bad bruises like that on there. So I told him I'll do the whooping. You just send the note home. Really, AR guns? Yeah. See, they root real easy. I had two or three different kinds, and I cut two of them down. I've only got one now, but I may reroute one down here a little further in the backyard. Yeah, I agree. G23. Hey, Jerbs, you back, brother? Ain't no problem. You do what you got to do during the day. You can pop in and out. That's cool. Huh. Well, Nikki, I knew if I got a whooping from my daddy, it was a lot worse than what the school was going to give me. My daddy, if when he was alive, he'd tell you, he said, Craig got a whooping every day, whether he needed it or not. And generally, I'd got away with so much stuff he didn't know about. I figured he owed them to me. So, yeah, I agree, G23. I mean, you pop a kid with a paddle two or three times. I didn't have no problem with that at school, but I don't know what they beat him with, but he had some serious bruises on the back of his legs. Oh yeah, BC, Mr. Gerbs, he was tickled pink about that beaver. I only got suspended one time right in my senior year, Vanessa. uh, we did a little something and got in trouble. But that was the only time I ever got suspended. The whole time I was in high school, and it was like with a month to go before I graduated. Well, we probably needed it, Nikki, didn't we? Hey Tim, I'd plant anything you can get to root, man. I heard azaleas are real easy to root like that too. Now I never did, but I got some azaleas that are dying back in the front yard, and I may try and root tone some of the ones that I got that I really like. Yeah, just replace them with those. Yeah, I agree with Jen. Jen, that's the way my dad was. I mean, I had a healthy respect for him because I mean he'd give you a good whooping, but he was a good man. He taught you what was right and wrong. If you knew better, you knew better. Oh, really, Vanessa? Hey, you got to do what you got to do, Vanessa. Yeah, yeah, I've heard that a million times. G23. Gerbs, that's what we were all talking about. Probably, we probably deserved what we got, but I don't think anybody in here did anything. It was that bad. I mean, there's a lot of guys in school that I went to school with did a lot worse than me. So hey Tim, I need to plant me some willow trees because I want to make some beaver hoops to go around my beaver, and I cannot find willow trees anywhere here. Oh, I had to used to have to pick my own switches. I don't even remember what kind of switches I'd get, but it's probably privet hedge, be my guess. I did the same thing, Nikki. My daddy hit me went to whip me with his hand, and he hit that book, and boy, I sure enough got tore up after that. Hey, George, brother, I appreciate that. I really do. I hope you're having a good day up there. Don't work too hard now. Tell Mr. Bob I said hello. Yeah, mine too, Vanessa. Mama always did the whooping until I got big enough and I thought she wasn't gonna whoop me no more. And then she turned it over to my dad, and Daddy handled it from there on out. Hey, that'd be cool, Tim. I'd love to grow willows. My parents had like a weeping cherry when I was growing up in the front yard. It had a lot of cool limbs that came down like that, but it wasn't really like a willow. See you, Gerbs. I appreciate it, brother. Hey, Michael and Bobby Jean, how you doing, brother? MB Heritage Farms, y'all. Everybody say hey to Michael. Oh yeah, G23. You didn't want to bring that back no little branch. You knew when you come back with a bigger one, she was gonna wear you out with it. I guess we all went through the same thing and tried to do all the slick things same way as each other did. Hey, that'd be neat, Tim. I got to get something to start making beaver hoops with. Michael, the garden's doing good, buddy. I'm gonna do a little video on it pretty soon. All my seeds came up. Yeah, I agree, Nikki. I guess we all try and get over and do the same stuff. Don't matter what state you're in. We all do bonehead stuff. Vanessa, I had a teacher in school in the, I think it was wood shop or something. He was bad about picking up locks out of a basket, and he'd hum uh, master locks at you. You had to be on your toes with that old man. That's funny, Chin. Mine usually whooped me with whatever was handy, whatever's laying around, spoons or spatulas, it didn't matter. Hey, that'd be neat, Michael. I guess I mean I don't know what kind of willow they use to make those things with, but I'll have to ask Jeremy Cooley. That'd be neat though. I'd like to try one, and maybe it will work fine. Yeah, that'd be neat. I appreciate that. Yeah, Nikki, you do. You see a little bit of yourself in all of them. I bet, Vanessa. I've been whooped with just about anything you can think of. Like I said, though, I deserved every one of them I got. I never did nothing mean. It was just stupid stuff that I needed a whooping for. I mean, I ain't get no trouble with the law or nothing. It was just dumb kid stuff that we did. That's funny, Jen. Oh man. Yeah, I guess we all did the same stupid stuff when we was kids. I could probably write a book all the dumb stuff we did when we were kids. Luckily, nobody got hurt that I not hurt bad anyway. Oh me. Anybody got anything going this week? Anything special anybody's doing? I'm gonna try and finish this beaver job up by Tuesday or Wednesday. And then I got another beaver job coming up a few miles away from the house. A lady called me today, so we may be switching locations. I don't guess I'm gonna get to go fishing next week like I thought. Yeah, it did. It did, Michael. Came up real good. If I can keep my grandkids from trying to weed everything, they got out there with us yesterday and I noticed a couple of things they wasn't weeds they were pulling. I had to get on them. Yeah, y'all check out uh M&B Heritage Farms if you don't have them. They that's where I got all my seeds from, Tim. I was telling you about. They got a great store on their page. Just go to their about page or community tab. I can't remember which one it's on. Yeah, I agree, Nikki. It was just dumb stuff. Oh, that'll be neat, Jen. Are y'all flying down to Texas or y'all driving? If you drive, stop through Georgia. I'll buy y'all lunch. Yeah, it was a good size one, Tim. It was a good size one. It surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be that one that I didn't think I was going to be an adult in that lake. I thought it was just going to be a 2 year old, but turned out to be a good size beaver. No, and I agree, Nikki. It was a lot more innocent. I mean, I say that we had our things that was I mean, you could definitely go down two different roads if you want to when you was kids our age, but now there's a lot of stuff getting thrown at them. It ain't fair to them. A lot of it, the decisions they have to make that nowadays, I probably would have made the worst decision. So, it ain't easy being a kid right now, that's for sure. Oh, okay, you're flying. All right, when you fly over Georgia, look down and wave. I expect to see a video too now, not the family part, just you traveling. You can take the time off for family. Yeah, I hear that, Nikki. Yeah, I'll probably be doing. I may do a garden video tomorrow, and then put out the beaver video Wednesday or something. Yeah, it's a mixed up world. Hey, Michael, how much space do you think you need to plant those uh pumpkins? Can they run and mix with everything else in the garden? I mean, I don't guess that'll hurt anything with it, will it? Hey, Jima and Papa, how y'all doing? I appreciate you coming in. Hope y'all are doing good and happy Mother's Day. Oh, agreed. 351. Thank goodness I didn't have the internet. Of course, back then, I don't know. I mean, I stayed in the woods all the time. Even as a kid, we either were in the woods or on our bikes going somewhere. I may have wound up being a couch potato and staying on the internet. Who knows? I'm glad we didn't have the internet back then. I think that did make it a lot more innocent back then too. Because I mean, you get into some bad stuff on the internet now. And I mean, like I got a Facebook, but I don't really do anything on it. But I don't know how to Instagram. I don't know how to tweet or any of that stuff. That's I don't do that much on the internet. This is about as high tech as I get right here. You're welcome, Jima and Papa. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what a lot of the innocence was back then. And we weren't. I'm not saying we were innocent because we were all little heathens too. But there was only so much stuff you could really get into back then. And I mean, smoking pot and all that stuff. What everybody did all that, but I don't even remember seeing any real hardcore drugs in our school till probably my senior year. It was mostly just smoking pot and drinking beer. But now there's so many bad drugs out there. I like that, Nikki. That's a good one. Yeah, well, I'll probably be staying off most of those. That's a good one, Nikki. Yeah, I'll agree. Well, I'll agree with that. 351 Cleveland. Hey, Monica, how you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Happy Mother's Day. Tell Mark I said, hey, what y'all doing? Fishing again? Yeah, well, I mean, that was basically what we did, G23. I mean, I might have watched cartoons long as it was taking me to eat cereal in the morning. After that, I was gone. I was outside. Oh, cool, Jerb. I'll watch that one for sure. I'll have to catch up on videos tonight. I usually try and catch up on Sunday nights. Well, up until Crazy Scotsman has his live. I usually go over there, and then Boxy's got his live. But I'll try and catch up tonight between the lives. Wow, Tim. I tell you, we just got over our bad part of the pollen season, Tim. Usually, well, for about the last 4 weeks, pollen's been terrible here, but it seems to finally be getting letting up a little bit. I still got a little cough. It's like it just gets in your throat, but thank goodness ours is on its way out. Oh, that's okay. I'm still going to say it to you. And now you got to put up with Mark. So, yeah, that was cool, G23. I enjoyed that. You know, I've seen the peacocks at the zoo and stuff, but they make a heck of a racket. They were out hollering. They were out uh, hollering those turkeys. That's right, does Nikki. And you know, they have the coolest feathers. I love peacock feathers. If y'all hadn't seen G23's video, y'all need to check it out. He went to a bird farm. Well, it's a park. Well, I think you said what 1,100, 1,500 acres, 1,100 acres, and it was full of peacocks and turkeys and all kinds of birds. They were raising cane, but it was cool to see all them birds and turkey. It's amazing to see the peacocks with the turkeys out there. Yeah, I agree, Tim. I think we do have a few of the trees that are still putting stuff off, but right now we got the privet hedges and stuff, and that stuff has those little white flowers, and that smell bugs me worse than the pollen does. It makes me cough. Yeah, I don't know what it is with those privet hedges, but whatever kind of pollen they put off, that stuff kills me. And pine pollen doesn't bother me. I mean, it's thick and it'll cover your car in an hour, but it doesn't bother me like these more hardwood type trees do. The hardwood trees seem to really bother me. Jim and Papa, I appreciate y'all coming by. I hope y'all have a great week coming up. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, 1,060 acres. That was neat. I like the old home place too, G23. That was a neat old home place. I could live in that place right now and suit me. Hey, Tim, I sure appreciate you hanging in here with me, buddy. I enjoyed it. And I hope pollen gets cleared out for y'all. But you go out there and see if you can get some cuttings off some fig trees. I'm telling you, you'll do good with those. And check out MB Heritage Farms. You'll be glad you did. If you got any growing questions, They got some good videos tell you how to do stuff. See you, Monica. Thank you so much for stopping in for a few. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Tim. Well, Jen, how much have you planted so far, Jen? You got your backyard garden going yet? I mean, I didn't know if you had started anything yet or not. Okay, sounds good, Tim. I planted a lot more this year, but I don't know how much more I'll have other than I know I have a lot of green beans. I'm hoping I have a lot of pickling cucumbers this year. I planted a good many of them. So we'll put a lot of pickles up because I don't like cucumbers, but I love pickles. So we put up about 20 jars last year. I'm hoping to double that. That was a neat place, G23. I'm telling you, I could live there no problem. I like old farmhouses like that. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you do what you got time for each year. Some years I don't plant as much as I used to. Some years I do. Hey Gary, how you doing, Gary Meldrum, brother? I'm gonna do a video on my ferro rod. I got it from Stony finally. I've been doing these beaver videos and stuff with him, so I hadn't got it out. But I sure appreciate it, buddy. I love it. That is a cool little deal. Hey Nikki, I sure appreciate you hanging in here with me. I hope you have a great Mother's Day and go in there and chill out for a while. Yeah, Gary, it was a nice one. It was a real nice one. I think I'm putting a video out on it around Wednesday or so. Give you my take on watching Steve get his beaver. All right, Nikki. That's okay. Jen, some years are busier than others. Last year I didn't plan a whole lot, so yeah, I know, Gary. I know. Really, G23, 1983. She lived a good long life then. Yeah, it was a cool place. I used to have a house. My last house when I was married, I think that house was built in 1903 or 1904. So it's over 100 years old now. I guess about 115 years old now or something. But I love old farmhouses. Hey, Irene, I'll see you later. I sure appreciate you stopping in. I'm glad you got to come in for a while. You take care. Have a great week. Gary, what you been up to, buddy? You been doing anything this weekend? we're gonna start that other beaver job probably next weekend, I guess. I wanted to get a fishing trip in, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get caught up. Yard work? Yeah, I hear you. I got a lot of stuff I need to do around here too. Yeah, same for me. We got a burn ban. We can't burn starting May 31st. So June 1st, we can't burn anything. So I hate to cut back all the stuff this time of year because I have a big old pile out back and I can't burn it. So I usually try and do that in the fall when it's cold and they drop the burn ban. But then I'm always out trapping, so I don't have a whole lot of time to do anything. So kind of a catch 22. I guess I may cut some of it back and haul it to the dump. But every time I go to the dump, I wind up with a flat tire, so I despise going to the dump. Oh, that'll be cool, Gary. That'll be really cool. I wish we had walleyes here. I think we got one lake in North Georgia that's cold enough to have pike and walleyes. Other than that, it's the only lake in state of Georgia that I know of that's got them. I always wanted to catch a walleye and I always wanted to catch a pike. And might have muskies too. I can't remember. But it's a real cold, deep lake up in North Georgia. Yeah, Jen, I do. I compost most all the smaller stuff. I mean, I've got like I got trees, that big around. It's gonna have to be cut down. Yeah, I always compost everything that's smaller, small limbs, leaves. I compost all that stuff. So I try and reuse everything I can. Grass clippings, when I get those. Hey, I'd love that, Gary. I know Stony would too. I've said for a long time I want to come to Michigan because there's a lot of good folks. I've met a lot of people on here from Michigan, and I'd love to take a trip up there. If it wasn't so cold up there, I'd move up that way because I know Michigan's got good trapping, but it's too cold up there. I can't take it. But I would like to try ice fishing one of these days. That's something I've never, of course, we don't get enough ice here to ice fish, but I'd like to take a trip and go ice fishing one of these days. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know it is. I know it is. I've got friends of mine I went to school with that's moved to Michigan. They love it up there. Oh man, well you could put us on them then. See, that's the thing though. I've never been ice fishing. That's a whole different ball of wax. I wouldn't know what to do. It take me getting used to using them little bitty short poles too. But it's cool looking. I like to watch ice fishing videos on here a lot. A lot of the channels ice fish, and I like watching them. Especially get a big old fish through that hole that small. I'm hoping we get on more muskrats this year than we got last year. We didn't do real hot muskrat last year. We took our furs though yesterday. Me and Stoney took our furs to and sent them off at yeah, UPS, and I think it cost us $911 to have our furs tanned, and shipping was $300 on them. So that was a pretty good pop. I'm hoping it's going to take a while to get a good return on that much money, but it'll pay off eventually. Oh, really? That's cool, Gary. Yeah, that's pretty cool there. I caught one this year, and that's the only one I caught. And I trapped for them. I know they were there. I kept missing them. My trap would be sprung, and somehow I'd miss them. And of course, some of it could have been turtles and everything else, but uh, we were trapping this lake last time. I don't know if it was last summer, when it was last time we were over there, and we had muskrat just coming up eating right there next to us. Right, I mean, 3 feet away. He wasn't no more scared of us than nothing. And I know people always taking pictures of them, sending me pictures of them. So I'm gonna go over there this fall. I'm gonna load that lake up with traps. Hopefully catch a few there, and then I got two other places that's calling me saying to Matt, they want me to come trap those muskrats, but this time of year I'm not allowed to trap them, so I have to go back in the fall. I'll tell Stoney you said that though. He's probably always up for a road trip too. My biggest thing's finding time. Lord, I ain't got time to do nothing anymore. But I guess I'll put out my garden video probably tomorrow, and then I'll put out Stoney's trapping video Wednesday. Really? That's pretty good. I've everybody says muskrats are real good. I'm gonna do a beaver this fall, and if I get enough muskrats, I'm probably gonna do some of them too. Because I want to try 'em. I want to try beaver and muskrat. I've never done them. Hey, that's the fur market ain't paying much more than 50 cents. So y'all are doing good if you got 50 cents a piece at the restaurant, and then you can take your hides and make, I think muskrats were paying like between $1.50 and $3 or something this year. I think's what I saw. Wasn't a good market. It was supposed to have been a good year for them, but they weren't paying a whole lot. So I kept mine and sent it off, had it tanned. Oh, that'd be cool, G23. Yeah, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see some crabbing videos and fishing video. Hey, Barnaby Bernie Sanchez, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. You got anything going today? Yeah, everybody say hey to Bernie. I think I messed up my chat again. Let me see. It used to be at least $5, Gary. I've seen them go as high as $8, but Oh, that's cool, Bernie. You been shooting any? I'm getting ready to do some 38 specials. Do I'm gonna start trying to load some of these this evening, or I'm doing some dummies, practice my dummies first, and then hopefully if I get 5 of them the way I want to, I got to practice my crimping. I want to make sure I get my crimps down. Then I'll probably start loading some next day or two. Oh, really, Jen? Okay, Gary, I appreciate you coming by, brother. I'll get a video out pretty soon. And thanks again for sending me that barrel rod. I like it, brother. That sounds good to me, Jen. I can eat vegetables anytime, day or night. It don't matter. I love vegetables. Yeah, that's what when we were talking about eating the green beans. I can sit down and eat. Gosh, ain't no telling how many green beans I can eat. I just love to eat green beans. But I'll be so glad. I hope the corn does this year, does good this year. Because I love corn on the cob. And I like to. I'm gonna cut a lot of it off and put it in my vegetable soup this year too. I'm planning. Hopefully, the vegetable soup will get me through these prices come winter time. Yeah, that's neat, yeah. My mama, every time when I go get her and bring her over here to cook lunch for her, she always wants fried okra. So luckily, I froze enough last year. I always make her some fried okra. Oh, really, brother? I uh, I've never tried fish tacos, Bernie. Never tried them. Everybody, my kids eat them and all. I've just never tried them. I'm sure I'd probably like them because I love fish and I love tacos. That sounds good, though. That'd be a good lunch or supper. Yeah, it is, Jen. It is. And it always tastes better when it's fresh like that. Jen, you need to cook that up for your next video. Cook you up some fish tacos. Everybody says they're awesome. I've got some quail that I got from when I did a trapping job this year. I cleaned them and put them and I froze them. I need to. My plan is to make a quail poppers video on the grill. They said you take the quail breast and then you put a piece of cheese in the middle, pepper jack, I think, and then you wrap it with bacon, put it on the grill. And I want to try. Oh no, you don't. You put a jalapeno pepper and cheese, and then wrap it in bacon. And I want to try that. Yeah, they do. I've never tried quail poppers before, so I thought might make a good video anyway. We'll see how they turn out. I think. See, I bet they taste good though. Yeah, I think it sounds pretty good. I can't put a real big jalapeno in there though, because them things they light me up. Yeah, I'm gonna try it, see how it turns out. I might make a couple of guys come over here and eat them before I try them. See how it, see how if they don't get sick, then I'll go ahead and eat them. But it'd be something different, I've never tried them, so I might have to have some try some fish tacos too. Hey, Bluegrass Trapping, how you doing, Enos? I appreciate you coming in, brother. I know you're at work. That's all right. Watch as long as you can, and I appreciate you hanging in here while you can. You got anything going? Or I don't know if you can type. If you can type, let me know what you got going this week. If you can't, don't worry about it. Oh, good, Jamie. We're still here. Did y'all get your pen laid out? Yeah, G23. That's what I'm gonna do with them. That sounds good. Oh man, Bernie, I bet that's awesome right there. To me, the frying the fish makes it. I don't know, just gives it the best taste to me. I agree. But that sounds good with the salsa. Never had it with the thin sliced cabbage though. That sounds good. Yeah, Echo. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'll use a small piece of jalapeno. I'll make I'll make the other guys a big one because they like hot, spicy stuff. But jalapeno's pretty stout. But I bet it'd be good though with the quail and the cheese and all wrapped in the bacon. It's got to be good. You made poblano salsa before, hadn't you, Jen? I think I've seen that on some of your dishes. Good, Jamie. I'm glad y'all got it going. I can't wait to see all them turning them new baby turkeys. Oh, really? Okay. So just make sure it don't have any seeds in it, Bernie. Oh, that's cool, Enos. That's cool. We're finishing up this beaver job and got another one. I just got a call today. So I may be putting out some more beaver traps next weekend. Sometime coming up. I thought I was gonna get to go fishing, but it don't look like that's gonna happen. I need to order two more of them cameras. I hadn't done it yet, and I need to get some cameras out too. Yeah, I think the seeds are the real culprit when you're cooking. Those seeds has got the spice to them. Now I love hot sauce, like on chicken wings. I like hot sauce. I like put on my oysters and stuff like that. But as far as eating a lot of direct pepper, I don't know. Them peppers light me up. But it's probably because I never take the seeds out. See, I always just eat the pepper. Probably a dumb move on my part. Oh yeah, Jamie, I'd like to see that. I hope they all do good. I've got to get me some chickens. Stoney's brother-in-law and sister-in-law just brought me, oh, what, three? It was either 3 dozen eggs or 18 packs of eggs. I can't remember how many they brought me. 30 something eggs, I think, from their chickens. Yeah, yeah. I figured you've been on bluegill fishing by now, ain't it? Of course, you probably been busy like me. It seems like every week I've had something going. No, Bernie, I've seen them at the place that I get oysters, but I've never tried one. I always just eat mine raw. But they do sell the fried po' boy sandwich, oyster sandwiches there. And my buddies get them. I like my oysters just on the half shell with hot sauce. That's good, Jamie. That's a good problem to have. As long as you don't wash them, and if you can leave them on the counter for a while. My problem is he had washed these, so all mine had to go in the refrigerator. But I'm gonna have chickens hopefully by the end of this summer. I just won't be able to get any of this summer. We eat 9 eggs a morning. Every morning we eat at least 9 eggs for me and my daughter and my grandkids. My grandson could eat 6 or 8 eggs if I let him. I won't let him. He don't need that much cholesterol. But I mean, that boy can eat. He'll eat that, and he'll eat a half pack of bacon, and still want something to eat. Oh, me too, Enos. And they're probably getting on bed right now here. I love bluegill. Any kind of I call them panfish. Anything that's is like that, shell crackers, red bluegill. I don't know whether red wars or whatever they call them. I just call them panfish. Oh, he's growing all right, Jamie. He's growing. We put his waders on him today to go out trapping with us. And I just bought him for him for Christmas. And it was like trying to squeeze a hot dog in a sack or something. That boy's done outgrown them waders. Now I'm gonna have to buy him another set of waders in the fall, I guess. We needed a shoehorn to get him stuck in there. Yeah, I agree, Bernie. I agree. I mean, as long as you don't wash that, I forget what they call that. Jamie, you probably know. As long as you don't wash that coating off of them, you just set them on the shelf, for a good while anyway. Bloom, yeah, there you go, Jamie. Yeah, as long as you don't wash that bloom off, they're good. It makes it a lot easier to keep them too. Just hang them in a basket. Really, Enos? Well, that's what Stoney's brother-in-law's got so much stuff, so many eggs that I mean, he was glad to get rid of them. So I told him, I said, "I'll take all you got. I'll pay you for them. I don't care." And I'd rather have them fresh anyway, rather than those little cage eggs you get that's got the real yellow, you know, yolks. I like them good orange ones. So I'll buy me I'm not gonna try and build a coop because nowadays it probably costs more to build a coop than it does just to buy one. So I'll probably just buy a coop and then build a run out there for them. I'd love that G23, and that's my plan eventually. My daughter's got 2 more years of college. As soon as she graduates college, I'm gonna start looking because when I was a kid, we had pigs and stuff, and I'd love to have them again, but I ain't got enough land to keep pigs right now. Oh yeah, he did great, Enos. He did real good. I'm gonna do my version of it Wednesday, and kind of from my point of view of how he did and all. He did a good job. That's a big old beaver he got. I hope they ain't got I hope that's the only one that was in there though. I'm pretty sure it was, just judging by the way it looks, but we'll see. I hope that's the last one that's over there. I usually have to go over there once or twice a year. There'll be one move in over there. It's generally just one 2 year old or one male beaver. And we catch him before he gets a family going in there. We usually keep him out of there. Down there where I coyote trapped this year, that fella called me, saw 2 more yesterday. So they were wanting me to come back down there, but I'm not going to trap this time of year. It's just too hot and too many ticks and all that stuff. Your hides sure turned out good this year, though. You did a real good job on them hides. I think if we catch any more beavers, we might try and tan these beavers ourselves this time. Because if we're just doing them for wall hangers, not selling them, I don't think it'll matter. Oh, I agree, G23. I want to get a Magnum Ruger 22 Magnum that matches my 22 long rifle, and I'm gonna shoot them with them. I mean, I could use my AR, but I wanted to try that Magnum out, see how they do shooting with that. That's good, Barney. When I was a kid, we took a field trip to the dairy, and they had swans out there in that lake, and somehow we wound up getting a swan egg. We stole one of them eggs from that swan. That egg was about that big around, a little like an ostrich egg. And I brought that thing home with me. And then I got scared my mama was going to whoop me for bringing that egg home. So when I got home, I slid it behind a picture on a shelf in our house. And, being a dumb kid, I forgot it was up there. And eventually that egg rotted or spoiled and it broke on that shelf in there behind that picture. And then my parents kept smelling something. They went all through that house till they finally found that egg. And you talk about a whooping now. I got a whooping when they finally found that rotten egg up there. But that egg, that was the biggest egg I ever seen when I was a kid. Oh yeah, it was rough, Bernie. It was rough. But I was too scared to tell him what it was, because I knew I was gonna get a whooping. I should have took the early whooping, and it probably wouldn't have been as bad as the later whooping I got. It was nasty. It was bad. That was a big old egg. That's what we were talking earlier about the whoopings and stuff. That's the kind of dumb stuff I got whippings for when I was a kid. Nothing mean, just a lot of stupid. So, all y'all do have each other, don't you? If you don't have each other, y'all pick each other up. And you can put your channel links on here for anybody that doesn't have your channel links. I don't mind that a bit. That's what we're all here for anyway. So y'all throw your links out there so anybody that wants to join your channel can. Oh, hang on, Enos. I'm gonna give you a wrench. There you go. Uh, okay, Enos. I appreciate it, buddy. Hope you have a good evening at work. Be safe out there. Yeah, I agree, Bernie. That's exactly right. Yeah, throw your channels out there. Well, see that's cheating, Jen. I didn't have any older brothers. I had two sisters, and they were always prim and proper. I was always the one to get the whoopings. If they did anything wrong, they were sneakier than I was. You know, I they probably did the same stuff I was doing, but I was dumb. I got caught for everything. They didn't. Okay, sounds good, Enos. I hope it works out for you, buddy. I ain't decided what all we're gonna do with our stuff yet, but I don't know. We'll figure it out before season starts next year. Okay, see, Barney. Well, I was right in the middle, so both my sisters would tell on me. And I think it was to keep the heat off them, you know. But I'm telling you, I was always the one to get caught doing all the dumb stuff. I can't imagine you doing anything wrong anyway, Jen. I know Jamie never did nothing wrong. Bernie, you ought to do a video on you making those fish tacos, man. That'd be a good one to watch. That'll go along with G23's crabbing videos. We got to get him out there crabbing. I love to see that. Now, Jen, all right. I guess okay. I guess you did do some stuff wrong. That's pretty good. I never kicked a ball through the window. I busted a couple with rocks before, and I got whoopings for that. But that's a good one. I tell you what, though, my grandkids are 5 and 3 right now, and they have tore up more stuff in my house than I did the whole time I was growing up as a kid. I mean, they have destroyed my house. So that's why when my daughter moves out and they all move out, I'm just going to gut that whole house out. I told her she's got to take furniture with her, everything. And I'm buying all new stuff. I'm going to paint all the walls, pull the carpet up, and refinish my hardwood floors and just start out all over again. Jamie. I'm telling you, they are wild. They are just, I call them Monster One and Monster Two because they destroy everything. You give them a cinder block, and I believe they could tear it up. But they're sweet as all get out. They're just rough. They're just rough. Of course, I guess I hadn't found any rotten eggs by hiding behind the pictures yet, so I guess they ain't as bad as I was. Well, y'all, we've been on 2 hours and 19 minutes. So I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up. And I'll let y'all enjoy your Mother's Day and hang out at the house. I sure appreciate all of y'all being here this long, though. I've enjoyed it. It's been a fun live. We had a lot of good laughs today. Uh, and G23, I appreciate you putting everybody's links out. Oh, of course, Bernie. That's the way it always is. That's the way it always is. All right, Jen, and Jamie, and Bernie, and G23. I don't know if Enos is still here, but I appreciate it. And I reckon I'll see y'all on the next one. Good grief, Jamie. You needed a whooping for that one now. Hey Echo, I wasn't sure if you're still in here. I appreciate it, brother. I hope y'all have a good evening. All right, I'll see you. We'll be back next Sunday if y'all want to come hang out. And I gotta get out here, I guess, and weed in the garden for a little while. But I'll see y'all later. Thank you a bunch for being here. I appreciate y'all all being here. It was fun. And I'll see y'all later.